Most people trust their favorite makeup brands. But independent lab tests have confirmed the presence of toxic forever chemicals, and even lead, in some of the industry's biggest names. These chemicals are so persistent, they can build up in your body and in the environment for decades. If you think a recognizable logo means safety, think again. Which brands are putting your health on the line, and which three actually live up to their clean claims? PFAS, which stands for per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, are a group of man-made chemicals designed for one main purpose in makeup: staying power. These compounds help foundation, concealer, and powders resist water and oil, giving them that coveted long-wear finish. PFAS are sometimes called forever chemicals because they do not break down in the environment or in the human body. Over time, they can build up with regular use, whether or not you ever see them listed on a label. Lead is another ingredient that has no place in makeup, yet it has been found in hundreds of lipsticks, including luxury brands. It enters through pigments and minerals used to create color. The FDA's own testing detected lead in every lipstick sampled, sometimes at levels up to 7 parts per million. Lead is a neurotoxin. There is no safe exposure level, and repeated daily use means even small amounts can add up. Phthalates are chemicals used to keep cosmetics flexible and to make fragrances last longer. What makes them especially hard to avoid is the fragrance loophole. In the United States, companies are not required to disclose the specific ingredients in their fragrance blends. That means phthalates can hide behind the single-word fragrance on an ingredient list. These chemicals have been linked to hormone imbalance and reproductive issues. While they are banned in the European Union, they are still found in many United States products. Dr. Laura Vandenberg, a toxicologist at the University of Massachusetts, puts it simply: if you see the word fragrance on a label, you have no idea what chemicals are in that product. She calls it a black box. Understanding what PFAS, lead, and phthalates do in cosmetics is the first step toward making safer choices. Each serves a functional role: long wear, color, and scent, but their hidden risks are rarely explained to consumers. Formaldehyde-releasing preservatives are still used in many cosmetics, even after decades of warnings from health agencies. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies formaldehyde as a known human carcinogen, linked to rare cancers such as nasopharyngeal cancer and certain types of leukemia. These chemicals are not just in hair straighteners or nail polish. They are also found in some mascaras and eyelash glues, where they can be absorbed through the skin and mucous membranes. Parabens, another common group of preservatives, are designed to stop bacteria and mold from growing in makeup. But long-chain parabens, such as propylparaben and butylparaben, can mimic estrogen in the body. Studies have detected parabens inside breast tumors, raising questions about their long-term safety. Even at low doses, repeated exposure can disrupt hormones and affect fertility. These risks do not stop at the bathroom sink. Toxic ingredients from makeup enter wastewater, moving through treatment plants and into rivers and soil. Chemicals like PFAS and heavy metals persist for years, building up in fish, wildlife, and eventually the food chain. This process, called bioaccumulation, means that what washes off our faces can come back through the water we drink and the food we eat. Dr. Laura Vandenberg, a toxicologist, explains that the problem is rarely one ingredient or one product. It is the combination of daily exposures, such as lipstick, foundation, mascara, and lotion, that add up over months and years. The result is a cumulative toxic load on both our bodies and the environment, often with effects that may not show up until much later. The choices made at the makeup counter ripple far beyond personal beauty routines, touching public health and the planet itself. Independent lab testing has uncovered a troubling reality in face makeup. Laboratories found undisclosed fluorochemicals, known as PFAS, in products from household brands. CoverGirl, one of the most recognizable names in cosmetics, became the subject of a false advertising lawsuit after Toxin-Free USA commissioned laboratory analysis on its True Blend pressed powder. The tests detected fluorine, a marker for PFAS, despite no mention of these chemicals on the ingredient list. PFAS are added to improve wear and water resistance, but they are not required to be disclosed under current labeling laws. This leaves consumers in the dark about what they are actually putting on their skin. Almay, a brand that markets itself as hypoallergenic and safe for sensitive skin, also showed elevated fluorine levels in its long-wear foundation and concealer during independent screenings. According to Toxin-Free USA, these findings point to a pattern of hidden additives across mainstream makeup, not isolated incidents. Dr. Graham Peasley, a leading researcher in PFAS detection, has stated, "High fluorine levels suggest intentional use, not accidental contamination." The gap between marketing claims and chemical reality exposes a deep flaw in ingredient transparency, leaving consumers to trust labels that may not tell the whole story. Lipsticks and glosses are more than just color. They are a direct route for heavy metals into the body. Every time lipstick is applied, a small amount is swallowed or absorbed through the lips. The FDA's survey of 400 lipsticks found lead in every single sample, with concentrations reaching as high as 7 parts per million. Maybelline's Color Sensational Pink Petal stood out for having one of the highest levels measured. L'Oreal, the parent company, had multiple shades among the top 10 for lead content, including products under both the L'Oreal and Body Shop labels. Even at the luxury end, Dior Addict lipstick was flagged by the Campaign for Safe Cosmetics for lead contamination. These findings reveal a problem that cuts across price points, drugstore and designer brands alike. Lead enters makeup through the pigments and minerals used to create vivid, lasting color. There is no safe level of lead exposure, and repeated daily use means small amounts can build up over time, especially for those who reapply throughout the day. The disconnect between price and safety is clear. A higher cost does not guarantee a cleaner product. Revlon's approach to preservatives shows how industry pressure can lead to real change. In 2014, after years of scrutiny by health advocates and consumer groups, Revlon carried out a major reformulation of many of its core makeup products. They removed several long-chain parabens, including methylparaben, propylparaben, and butylparaben. And they removed formaldehyde-releasing preservatives, such as DMDM-hydantoin and diazolidinyl urea. These chemicals had been used for decades to prevent mold and bacteria, but mounting research linked them to hormone disruption and cancer risk. Archived ingredient lists for Revlon Colorstay Foundation and Concealer reveal a clear shift. Parabens and formaldehyde releasers disappear after 2014, replaced by less controversial preservatives like phenoxyethanol and sodium benzoate. This change was not just a marketing move. The Environmental Working Group hazard scores for Revlon products dropped noticeably after these changes, reflecting a lower risk profile. Still, even as some brands move forward, others falter. In 2019, the FDA found asbestos in several lots of Klairs eyeshadow and powder palettes marketed to teenagers. Klairs issued a voluntary recall, and the FDA public statement warned, "Exposure to asbestos can cause serious adverse health effects." These events reveal both the dangers that persist and the possibility for safer products when companies and regulators respond to evidence. Ilia Beauty approaches makeup with a different philosophy. Every formula is developed from scratch, avoiding shortcuts and questionable chemicals entirely. The Super Serum Skin Tint has become a favorite for those who want coverage and skincare in one, without worrying about hidden toxins. Ilia's founder puts it simply, "We believe clean beauty should perform as well as anything else on the market." This commitment extends beyond ingredients. Packaging is made from recycled materials, and the company donates 1% of its annual sales to environmental causes through the 1% for the Planet initiative. Choosing Ilia means choosing products that work, while supporting a brand that values both health and sustainability. Well, People offers a different approach to clean beauty, one that does not come with a luxury price tag. More than 100 of their products carry the EWG verified seal. That means each formula has passed strict third-party safety checks. This kind of certification is not just a label. It is a guarantee that harmful chemicals, including parabens and synthetic fragrances, are left out. Well, People's entire line is plant-based and fragrance-free, making it a solid choice for anyone with sensitive skin or allergies. Their products are widely available at mainstream retailers, proving that safe, effective makeup can fit into most budgets without compromise. RMS Beauty insists on food-grade, certified organic ingredients, a rarity in luxury cosmetics. Their cream-based formulas, from concealer to blush, are free of talc, parabens, phthalates, and sulfates. Instead, RMS uses raw, unrefined plant oils and mineral pigments that are gentle enough for sensitive skin. Founder Rosemary Swift put it simply, "If you can't eat it, you shouldn't put it on your skin." This principle shapes every product. Leaping Bunny certification guarantees no animal testing at any stage. Minimal, recyclable packaging reflects a broader commitment to health and environmental care. For those seeking makeup that is both indulgent and safe, RMS delivers a sense of trust without compromising on luxury. Every year, US regulators recall cosmetics for hidden toxins, yet most ingredients remain untested for long-term safety. As the beauty industry faces renewed scrutiny, your choices shape both your health and the market's future. Sometimes, the label you trust is the risk you can't see. Share your thoughts below.